How Nathan cracked the solo ad tracking code. Don't forget to join our free newsletter. The link is in the pinned comment. Nathan had always prided himself on being an analytical thinker. When he first entered the world of online marketing, he thought he could outsmart the competition by using solo ads to quickly build his email list. But despite pouring countless hours and dollars into his campaigns, the results were all over the place. Some days he would see a flood of clicks, other days, nothing. It felt like a never-ending gamble, and Nathan was tired of betting without knowing the odds. One late night, as he scrolled through his inbox, a subject line jumped out at him. Track solo ads like a pro. Key metrics you must monitor. It was almost as if someone knew exactly what he needed. He clicked the email, and a world of possibilities opened before him. The email introduced him to the importance of tracking metrics, something Nathan had only dabbled in. It was as if he'd been wandering in the dark and suddenly found a flashlight. The sender claimed that by monitoring the right metrics, Nathan could transform his solo ad campaigns from a game of chance into a finely tuned machine. Intrigued, Nathan decided to set up a tracking system. He signed up for ClickMagick, one of the tools recommended in the email, and took a deep dive into Google Analytics. The process was tedious, and there were moments when he doubted if it was worth the effort. But Nathan was determined to uncover the truth behind his campaigns. The first metric Nathan focused on was the click-through rate, CTR. He had always thought that a high number of clicks meant success, but now he realized he needed to go deeper. As he analyzed his past campaigns, a pattern emerged. Certain email subjects seemed to attract more attention, while others barely got a response. One headline, "How to Make $500 in a Day," had a CTR of over 18%, while another, "Unlock Passive Income Secrets," struggled to hit 5%. Nathan had a revelation. It wasn't just about getting clicks, it was about resonating with his audience. He began testing different headlines, each time measuring the CTR with precision. Slowly, his CTRs began to rise, and Nathan felt like he was finally gaining some control. Next, Nathan turned his attention to the conversion rate. He realized that while he was getting clicks, very few people were taking the next step, signing up for his offer or buying his product. This was his wake-up call. Something was wrong with his landing page. Nathan decided to revisit his landing page with a critical eye. He noticed it was cluttered with too much information, the call to action was buried, and the design didn't match the promise made in his ads. He made the necessary changes, simplifying the page, adding testimonials, and ensuring that the CTA was impossible to miss. The results were immediate. His conversion rate jumped from a dismal 3% to a respectable 12%. Nathan couldn't help but smile. It was as if the data had whispered the solution to him. Feeling more confident, Nathan decided to investigate the cost per click, CPC metric. He had always accepted whatever price he paid per click, believing it was beyond his control. But as he dug into the data, he began to see a different story. He realized that by testing different solo ad providers and negotiating rates, he could significantly lower his CPC. One provider, who promised top-quality traffic, was charging him nearly double what another was offering. Nathan felt a pang of frustration. How much money had he wasted by not paying attention? He immediately switched providers and was stunned when his CPC dropped by 40%. It was as if he had unlocked a hidden level in the solo ad game. Just when Nathan thought he had mastered tracking, he stumbled upon a new mystery: the return on investment, ROI. This was the ultimate test. Was he actually making money from his campaigns? At first, the numbers didn't add up. He was spending more on his campaigns than he was making back in sales. Doubt began to creep in, but Nathan wasn't ready to give up. He went back to his tracking software and took a closer look at his follow-up emails. To his horror, he realized that he wasn't nurturing his leads properly. Most of his emails were overly aggressive sales pitches, and many of his subscribers had lost interest. Nathan decided to change his approach, crafting a series of nurturing emails that provided value, shared his personal journey, and built trust. Over time, something magical happened. The same leads who had once ignored him started to respond. They clicked his links, engaged with his content, and many of them eventually bought his products. Nathan's ROI swung from negative to positive, and he felt a rush of victory. But there was one last piece to the puzzle that left Nathan puzzled: the lead quality. He noticed that not all leads were created equal. Some engaged with every email he sent, while others vanished without a trace. Nathan decided to track engagement metrics like open rates and email click-through rates. He discovered that leads from one solo ad provider were consistently more active and responsive than those from others. It was as if this provider had access to an audience that was perfectly aligned with Nathan's niche. He reached out to this provider, building a relationship and even negotiating a long-term deal. By focusing on quality over quantity, Nathan's sales skyrocketed. It wasn't just about getting leads, it was about getting the right leads. One evening, Nathan sat in front of his laptop, staring at the screen in disbelief. He had just calculated his latest campaign's ROI. It was over 300%. It felt like he had finally cracked the code, deciphered the secret language of solo ads that had eluded him for so long. As he leaned back in his chair, Nathan received an email from the same mysterious sender who had first introduced him to tracking. The subject line read, "You've found the truth, now share it." The email congratulated him on his journey, encouraging him to continue refining his approach and to share his newfound knowledge with others. "You've seen what happens when you take control of your data," it read. "Now imagine what's possible when you teach others to do the same." Nathan closed his laptop, a smile playing on his lips. For the first time in months, he felt a sense of clarity, purpose, and mastery over his solo ad campaigns. He wasn't just another marketer chasing clicks. He was a strategist, a tracker, and most importantly, a master of his destiny. If you're ready to take control of your solo ad campaigns like Nathan, join our free newsletter. The link is in the pinned comment. Your journey to mastery might be just one click away.